Morning, welcome back. Today we're doing, hopefully, a suspension lift on the old Fourtrak. So I've had a little look underneath. I've ordered some Vauxhall Vivaro springs, or Monaro, whatever you say, and they should, I think you've got to sort of cut a couple of coils out of the little pigtail, but that should replace that and that, and then that should give us like a couple of inches on the back of lift. And then also I've got a little jack under here, just to take a bit of a weight off. It's not actually going there, it's not, there you go, you can see daylight through there. I need to find a better jacking spot, but I'm going to lift it anyway at the front, and then we're going to adjust this. I've just marked it where it is. I'm going to give this a few turns. Now to do that, we need to loosen the nuts that's on the other side. The top one is a locking nut, and then the bottom one is like the nut that actually drives the bolt. So I need to undo that. I've just put some WD-40 on there, sort of let it penetrate a bit, and then we're going to do, yeah, like I marked it, like I showed you a minute ago, we're going to do like 2 or 3 turns, see what it does. I'm guessing it's been done before a little bit, because it is quite long, so give it a few turns, just see if it comes up a bit, if it'll focus. There you go. But yes, that's the plan for the front, and then hopefully that will lift the front on the torsion bar a little bit. It basically just puts a bit more pressure into that torsion bar, a bit more tension, torsion, whatever the word is. So yeah, that's the first port call. Right, so just on the first one, I've gone that far. You see where the clean threads are? So that's how far I've gone. Whether it's too much or not, I don't know. So I'm going to do the other side to match, and then we'll see. I measured before, it was 86, I think, from the floor to the wheel arch. So I'm going to do the other side now, and then yeah, we'll have a little measure, and then once we've done that, we'll get to the back, putting the old springs in, see how they go. That's pretty funny. I've been looking for this torch everywhere. There she is. It's obviously been on there a while because it's covered in mud, but that just shows how good the old magnet is on this. Look, even though it's quite wobbly, I must have driven about 100 miles like that, but there she is. I've been looking at it forever for that. Happy days. Anyway, well, I've made a start on the back. Here's the new springs. So like I said, these are the Vivaro or whatever they are ones. Them. That's any good. So we'll look inside. There you go. So I think we need to do a little bit of trimming somewhere. I'll have to have a look, figure it out. I think it's like one of these pigtails or something has to come off, and then they fit in there. So yeah, I've just taken the shock off the back, just undone it at the top and dropped that down, and then yeah, basically just pulled the old spring out. There's the old one, and there's the spring compressors that I used. And I'm massively hungover, by the way, so I'm not really feeling this today, but I've got all the stuff out already, so I need to kind of do it. Oof. Okay, I'm getting there. Basically, I don't know if you can see in there, but I had to cut that much off, which equates to, it's probably hot, that. So it's just like, it gets progressively tighter. I'll show you on the other spring in a sec, but yeah, it just sort of gets a bit tighter and tighter as it goes round. So I just basically cut, where is it? I don't know, about there somewhere. But you'll have to make your own adjustments to suit, which is what I've done. So yeah, that sits in there now. I don't know if you can see that. I've just painted the end as well, just so it doesn't rust or anything. Yeah, it sits in there. I've just ordered some new ones of these because the edges are a bit knackered, and underneath it's starting to look like a bit of rot. So the actual chassis leg's fine, but I'm just going to get this, cut them off and Obviously this will be a month's time or whatever, but just cut them off and weld some new ones in. They'll be a bit more structurally sound then. But yeah, anyway, getting there. So now that's all sat nicely. I've got the little, might have to just adjust. I don't think that's quite in properly, so I just need to move that over and then put the shop back on and hope for the best, and then stop being hungover basically. Whee! There we go, wheels back on, and that is definitely sitting a bit higher now. There's no jack stands or jacks connected or anything like that, because obviously I haven't done this one. So in fact I might have a little tape measure. Yes I do. Yes, I'm still hungover. All the way to the floor. What's that? 900 mil roughly. And around this side, obviously it's gravel, so not going to be massively accurate. There you go, 930 mil. So yeah, pretty good. I imagine that will lift a little bit more when we get the other side on. But yeah, I'm chuffed at that. That's actually done a pretty good job. So now I've got to go near the other side, and I'm still doing the oil for the transfer box at the same time. Just waiting for that silicone to dry, which is actually in another video, so you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, bye. There you go. Second one's done. Goes a lot quicker the second time you've done it, because you know what you're doing. So let's have a quick measure up. Again, it's on the gravel, so it's not scientifically perfect. So 930 again, yeah. What was the other one? I can't remember now. Oh, that was 930 as well. And just by looking at it, I can tell that it's a lot higher. Now this one's 940, so it's a little bit higher this side. But I'm gonna have to drive it a bit and let it settle and stuff, and then we can see if there's any adjustments to be made. But I'm just gonna go and torque my wheel nuts up and just tighten that back up, the shock absorber, and just have a good check really, make sure it's alright. But yeah, they're all sitting in there pretty well, to be fair, so I'm really happy with that height. It's actually quite perfect, it's not too high, but it looks good. So yeah, cool. Right, so I've just backed it down the drive, just have a little, make sure everything's sort of settled enough to be able to go up the road, torqued all the wheel bolts and the bits and bobs underneath. So I'm just going to go for a spin up through there and just make sure everything drives alright, make sure that it's settles in a bit. It's definitely looking good now, so let's just go and take it for a little run up there. Right, we're back. It looks alright, I'm pretty sure. So what I'll do is I'll just put like a before and after sort of shot on the thing, you'll see it in a sec. But I think the front is still a bit low, so I might need to come up a little bit further on the front to match. But overall, pretty happy with it. I mean, if you look from here, yeah, I'm pretty sure the front's a little bit, still a little bit low. But yeah, I might just give those torsion bars a little bit more of a wind up. I think you just got to be careful of the old bump stops. Make sure that there's, yeah, see, it's quite close there. So I might have to just adjust it a little bit to get a little bit more room on them and stuff. But other than that, I'm going to have a little play with that. But for now, it's looking pretty good. And we've definitely got the height on the back that we wanted. So yeah, happy days. So thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next video. The next video we're going to be, is what I was doing in this video, but it'll be on the next one, was the transfer case. The rear seal, output shaft seal. So that's all done now, giving it a bit of a clean up. Yeah, you'll see that in the next one. Look at that weld on the exhaust, that is awful. I'll have to have a little look at that at some point. But yeah, it's not too bad under here, to be fair. For a 32-year-old truck, it's doing alright. Anyway, right, thanks for watching. See you later, bye.